everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. Welcome to Collectionmas 2023, where we do a different one of my luxury collections every day for 24 days through the month of December. Those luxury collections are predominantly based around handbags because I have a luxury handbag collection of over 400 luxury handbags. But this year we're also throwing in some other categories around scarves and watches and other things that we've added in. So if that's something that interests you, please hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means so much to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today we are doing my exotic handbag collection. I have only chosen handbags that are full exotic. I haven't done my touch of exotics because I have several of those as well. I've just kept it at my full exotic handbags. But first, let's do our housekeeping. So my shirt of the day says, "Naughty and I gnome it." So I've got my three little gnomes on, so naughty and I gnome it. I had a lot of fun with these shirts this year. And my headband of the day got sent to me in the mail. It didn't come with a card or any other information. I did get off the address label. It was someone called Kristen who sent it to me. I feel like she shipped it direct from the supplier to me, and it didn't come direct from her. So it's this beautiful, beautiful headband. Look at this. It's stunning. It's a little deer with a butterfly on it. So this just showed up in my PO box, which I'm so appreciative for. Look at that. It's so pretty. I love it. So Kristen, if you're out there, can you contact me on Instagram? I'd really like to thank you personally for this. I mean, it was such a beautiful gift, but I don't have any other information about you, so I can't get in contact. So if you can contact me, I'd really appreciate it because it's just beautiful. Thank you so much. And I was so lucky to have a few people who supported me this year in sending me different things for Collectionmas, and I am always incredibly grateful. I don't ever want anyone to feel like they should send me anything, but I am always grateful when I do get things. So thank you guys. Okay, let's do my exotic handbag collection for today. So we'll start with the teeny tinies and we'll move our way up. So the first one is this Croc Pico baguette from Fendi. This was a gift from Fendi, but it is Croc and it is very, very cute. So really more of a bag charm than a bag itself, but it's still exotic, so I have included it today. I'm also including my lizard teeny tiny Kelly from Hermes. So this is technically a bag charm. It does open and you can put things in it. So I have thrown it into today's video, but it is a bag charm, but it is in lizard, so it bit the brief, so it got thrown in. Beyond that, we also have my Nano Fendi First in the Fox. It is a Fendi First. You can't tell that by looking at it because it's just a fluff ball, but it is actually a Fendi First and it does function. So that's in the Fox. And we also have a Nano Fendi First, and this is what they look like when they're not a fluff ball, in the Python. So this is the natural Python color. And we'll see a bigger version of that very soon. I also have, I also have from Hermes my Constance on the Go. This is in Croc, and in the color Rose Papri, Rose Porp, Rose whatever. And it's this beautiful pinky purple color and it's completely Croc. One of my favorite clutches to take out in the evening is this one, Croc. Yes, you've got to be careful with it, but I have to say it's much more hardy than you think it's going to be. I find it hilarious that we have to be careful with it all. I've been to a crocodile farm. I've seen the way they treat each other. They eat rocks. They live in water and dirt. Yet when they're in this form, we have to be very careful with it. Go figure. So yes, this is my Croc Constance on the Go from Hermes. My next one from Hermes is my Ostrich Picotin size 22. 22? Yes, I want to say this is my 22. I get confused about the sizes of Picotins, 14s, 18s, 22, 26. I think that's how it works, and I'm pretty sure this is a 22. So this is in black ostrich. I love ostrich. I love the dots. Yes, I know how the dots got there. I choose to just bypass that and love the dots for what they are. So they bring texture and interest to the bag. And yes, black on black is not ideal because you can't see the dots as well. I prefer an ostrich in a color, but this is really understated and I loved this as it was. So we have that one. We also have two medium-sized Fendi Firsts. So this is the medium size, although it is massive and it should really be called the large, but they call it a medium. So this is in the Python and it's in that natural Python color. Python is not one of my favorites. I probably won't buy any more Python ever again. I find that the scales lift, and I know that you can condition them down and I know that they can be treated, but I just have real concerns about how this is going to wear over years and years. So I don't know if I'll ever buy any Python pieces again. They would have to be very special for me to look at, but this is in the medium, and because it's such a big bag and it is all Python, I do worry about the scales on this one. My other medium size Fendi First is in a mink. This is a mink. And it's an ombre, so it doesn't show fantastically well on camera, but it's lighter at the bottom and darker on the top, so it is an ombre, and this is mink. You just want to cuddle it. It's so squishy. So yeah, so that's the medium Fendi First in the dark blue mink ombre. Moving on, we have my latest exotic. So this is my Birkin 25 in ostrich in the color Blue Glacier from Hermes, and I got this in Paris at my VIP appointment there. I was very lucky to get it, and I desperately wanted a Birkin 25 in ostrich. Ostrich is one of my favorite exotics, so super happy to have been offered this and been able to buy it in Paris. So that's that one. And then we have a run of Fendi Firsts. So this is in mink and it's in this fluoro green. I loved this color. I just thought it was out there. I'm like, oh my God, if you're going to do a mink, which is like, you know, synonymous with, you know, the 60s and stuff where women wore full fur coats in the 40s, like you saw that was fashion. To see such to see an exotic that was so synonymous with like class and style and elegance done in this color, I loved it. I just loved it. So yeah, I just can't get over this color. I love this green. So that's a mink. And then we have this ostrich. I bought this bag recently to celebrate. Actually, this is my most recent exotic, not that one. Sorry, I'm wrong. This is my most recent exotic. Also in ostrich. I bought this to celebrate hitting 10,000 subscribers, which was a huge deal for me and something that I am so proud of and I am so grateful for. So I bought this bag to celebrate. This is my 10,000 subscriber bag, and it's in this bubblegum Hubba Bubba color pink ostrich, which is just gorgeous. Love it. And then I also have in ostrich, which is last year or the year before, this eggplant, or I think you call them an aubergine in different parts of the world, color ostrich in this. It's a purple basically. So I have the pink and I have the purple ostrich, which I love. And then I've got the fox pair in pink and purple. A lot of my bags come in pink and purple. We have the purple fox, which also has quite an ombre effect to it. It's all in different shades of purple when you get close to it, but I love fox. I just love it. I think it's beautiful and it's so soft. So that's the purple fox. And then we also have the blush pink fox. They did a green in this, and I'm really sorry I didn't get the green fox as well. Live and learn. They will always do more colors. I'm hopeful that fox will come back to Fendi. We've seen it disappear for a little while from their standard line or from any of their lines. I'm hoping we will see more fox in the future because I love the fox pieces. So this is in the blush pink. I originally bought this for my wedding, but I got married in January and it was very hot, and I ended up carrying a different bag because it made more sense, but I originally bought this for my wedding. It's so pretty. Okay, and then we also have this ice cream mink. It reminds me of Neapolitan ice cream, where you get the vanilla, strawberry and chocolate together. So it just reminds me of that. And this was part of Spring Summer 2022, which was a collection I adored and bought a lot from. But this mink, I just thought it was so cool, and it reminds me of ice cream. So I bought it. Why not? And then we have this, python. So this is another python piece in this purpley pink color. This one seems to be wearing a little bit better than the natural. All the scales are sitting down a bit better. I think it's better in smaller form. I think python will always be better in smaller amounts. The more amount of python, the more damage is likely. So this one is wearing a little bit better. But yes, it's in this purple color. And I do like python in a color. We then have this one. This is a subscriber favorite. This is a fan favorite. This is an everyone favorite. This bag gets so much attention. People love it. I love it. So it is a petite mail from Louis Vuitton in the lizard, and it's in this blue metallic. Now this metallic is amazing. So the blue on this, I can't ever get it to do exactly what it does in real life, but it must do enough because you guys love it. I saw this bag and it lived rent-free in my head for like days before I finally just contacted my sales associate and said, I have to own it. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Luckily, it wasn't ridiculously expensive. Well, it was. It really was. These are all ridiculously expensive handbags. I understand that. But in terms of an exotic, it was not like crocodile pricing. Most certainly not, but it is stunning and you don't see a lot of them. It would be really hard to replace, but lizard for metallics is the absolute best, and I love this one. We also have Liza the lizard, Liza Minnelli. She is a lizard also, and she is in an oil slick or petrol finish, depending on what you want to call it. So it throws all the different colors, and she is stunning. So this is Liza, and Liza has quite a matte finish to it. It's not a high shine, but the finish on it just throws the colors without needing that high shine. So she's beautiful. And we have Elizabeth, the mink, Capucines from Louis Vuitton. So this is a mini Capucines, as is Liza, as is the next one. And we have named her Elizabeth after Queen Elizabeth because she's soft and pink, and I don't know, we miss the Queen. So yes, this is in a mink finish. They're currently doing this in a sage green, and I've got to say I'm really drawn to it. I love it. So who knows, that might show up at some point. But for now, we have the pink Elizabeth. And the last exotic we have was, I'm pretty sure, my first exotic or one of my first exotics. This is Marilyn. This is also a mini Capucines, and it's in pink croc, high shine croc. Croc is the most expensive exotic there is. These pieces are incredibly expensive. Croc I love, but I certainly have exotics I love more than croc, but croc is the one that is seen as the most premium exotic, which is why when you look at finishes, croc is often the one that is pushed by fashion houses because it is so expensive. So I think it's got something to do around the farming of croc and keeping it sustainable and keeping the crocs away from each other so that they don't damage their skin. There's a whole thing that goes with it. So I think it's more about the farming of the crocs and doing it in a way that meets all the standards and keeps the skin in a usable finish, as opposed to some of the other exotics which might be easier to farm and meet those requirements. So yes, this is my croc Capucines in the very pink, or Marilyn as I call her. So my favorite exotics. So it depends on the finish. So for me, I love Fox. Fendi are the only company doing Fox, and at the moment they've even stopped doing Fox. Fox is soft, it's beautiful, it holds great color. I love my Fox pieces, and I would love to see more Fox. I also love Lizard for the metallics and the finish that you can get in a Lizard. Lizard can do things that other exotics just don't and can't. You won't ever see a metallic finish like you will on a Lizard. So Lizard is definitely up there for me. And Ostrich is one of my favorite. It is much more hard wearing than people think. People assume Ostrich is going to be really delicate and you're going to have to be really careful with it. It's no different to other leathers, and it's definitely much more hard wearing than you assume it's going to be. Then I guess mink is certainly up there. It's soft, it's beautiful, we see it everywhere. It's more readily available than fox, and certainly Fendi, who have a strong history in furs, do a lot of mink, especially in their ready to wear. So we see a lot more mink, and it is a beautiful, beautiful fish. I prefer the fox still, but mink is definitely up there for me. And then we have croc. I do like croc. I just think it's incredibly expensive for what it is, and it doesn't necessarily make my heart sing. Oh, I've just realized I've forgotten one. I've forgotten the most important exotic. I'll be right back. How could I forget Gwen? She was sitting just there. I forgot her. I moved on without doing it. I feel so bad. So this is Gwen. This is my most expensive handbag. This is a crocodile piece, which is what made me think of her. Where was Gwen? So this is a Capucine's BB. This is custom made for me. I had this made. I chose the finish, I chose the bag, I chose the hardware, and then they made it for me. It's called Gwen for Gwen Stefani because it gives me such 90s vibes, and for me the 90s were formative years for me, and Gwen Stefani for no doubt, and that Tragic Kingdom album just speaks to my soul and is my whole teenage years, and I don't know why, but this finish just reminds me of the 90s and her, so that's why it's called Gwen. But it's just a stunning croc piece. This piece makes me love crocodile. This piece, seeing what they can do with this finish, this is what makes me love crocodile. Not like, I love this, I love this, I love this high shine croc, yes, but it's what you expect of croc. This, you don't expect this satin finish with these beautiful colors. You don't expect this from croc, and this is what makes me love croc. So while croc might not sit at the top of my exotic tree in terms of the exotics I love, I still do love it, but I love it when it's a little bit different, and I love this bag so much. So much. So yes, I'm sorry, Gwen, I almost forgot you. God, can we imagine? So yes, so croc, and then python sits down the bottom for me. I like my python pieces. I don't feel like I'm going to add any more, or if I did, they would have to be very, very special to me. So yeah, I don't see myself adding any more python pieces to my collection anytime soon. It's lovely. If you love it, then go buy it by all means. For me, it's just those scales that lift drive me a little bit nuts. So that's how I like my exotics and the different, you know, my hierarchy of exotics, if you like. I'm still feeling really bad that I forgot Gwen. So yeah, they're all my exotic handbags. How many do I have? 21. I have 21 exotic handbags, but that includes my teeny tinies down here, which aren't really handbags, but there's 21 that I've done in this video. Will there be more exotics? Yes. I can categorically say yes. I'm going to an event with Louis Vuitton in the end of January, which is an exotic and trunk event, and I already have my eye on a piece. So I can categorically say there will be more exotics in 2024. So if that's something that interests you, make sure that you are subscribed, because that will absolutely be an unboxing at some point. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I've uploaded videos, which at the moment is every single day. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.